Hello and welcome, it's me, Marls44. Welcome back to another Cardfight Vanguard, Cardfight area, deck profile. Today's deck profile, we have the, Chronojet Dragon that has been updated. So yeah, with the release of GBT04, Gear Chronicle has got some new support, and a lot of it is for Chronojet Dragon, so, yeah, just making the deck much more consistent and much more scary, and yeah, just a crazy powerful deck. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Anyways, so our starter is Gunnergear Dracokid. So we're not using the new starter. Big reason is because we do have quite a few units who do clock. So we don't need a starter for it, and also this starter helps you get a stride unit. That's like a really big thing. Just gets you a free stride. Basically, well, not a free stride, but it gets you your stride fodder. So you know your grade 3 that you're gonna drop. So that's really handy and very important, which is why you want to run him. I don't see this changing. I don't see this starter changing for a long time, for lots of people because of that reason. But yeah, so just makes the deck even more consistent. Anyways, moving on to our grade 3s, we have 4 Chronojet Dragon, so, you know, your key card of the deck. And then we have 4 of the new card, Steam Fighter Balih. What he does is Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a rear guard in your opponent's front row, and your opponent puts that unit on the bottom of his or her deck. So you block a unit. Not an amazing skill, but definitely decent to help put on more pressure. But what it's really good for is its other skill, that is, during your turn when your G unit stride, choose one of your Vanguards, and until end of turn it gets act Vanguard. Once per turn, Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to one card named Chronojet Dragon, put it in heart state on your Vanguard, and shuffle your deck. If you put that card, choose a card named Steam Fighter Balih in your heart state from Vanguard and put it on the bottom of your deck. So basically, he shoves Chronojet into your heart, making Chronojet your Vanguard. So he just guarantees you get Chronojet no matter what. So like when you first stride, it just goes right in. You could just go right into Chronojet. He'll go to the bottom of the deck, and the starter can help out to put him to reshuffle the deck so he's not stuck at the bottom, because that is one grade 3, right? So, and that's one stride fodder that you don't have because it's the bottom of the deck. So the starter really helps out for reshuffling the deck or just grabbing him again. But yeah, he's really good for that, for just making sure you always are on Chronojet Dragon, and it's very important because Chronojet Dragon is just huge for this deck. There's really no other card in Gear Chronicle that's as good as Chronojet. Chronojet's like the Blaster Blade. Most of the time you're going to be playing it, pretty much. So yeah, he's just a key card, and this card really helps out with that, which is awesome. So 4 of these guys, it does give you something really good to play. And then moving on to our grade 2s, we still have 4 Steam Fighter Amber, so you know your really important card. And then we have 3 Glimmer Breath Dragon. Still running this guy. He just helps set up some cards and gives you some extra clocks. So, yeah, really nice. And then we have 2 Steam Maiden Ishin. So she's really good still for finishing off games. Still, why you only need 2. You don't need any earlier. She's just for helping finishing off games. With that Silent Tom skill. So yeah, and remember, you do need something to be clocked for it to activate. So that's why you have the 3 Glimmer Breath and the Amber, and then yeah, some other cards help out with that too, like Chronojet's stride skill. So you have a lot of cards to clock, which is good. And then we have 2 of a new card, Upstream Dragon. What he does is Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may have this unit get power plus 4,000 until end of the battle. If you do look at the end of the battle, return this card to your deck. Sorry. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 1, call it to your guard as rest, and shuffle your deck. So he's really nice in the deck. You only need to play 2 of them. You don't need any more than that. It was really nice to be able to fit him in since you don't have to play the Legion. The Legion and Ishin, you really only need 2 of it because you just need 1 for near the end of the game. Because the deck is very counterblast heavy and everything. So yeah, Upstream's really nice when you need some key grade 1s, or you really just, you know, need a booster or something. You could just power them up and then swap them out for the booster. Definitely very solid and a very good card. I know you have Faterider for that, but he's still very helpful in that situation, and yeah, he's just very good for that. Helps you reshuffle your deck as well if you need to. So yeah, just 2 of them because you really only would want 1 per game, and you don't have to use this skill. He's still a 9k, and if you need him, he's there. So he's very good though. Definitely. Anyways, moving on to our good ones. So we have 4 of your perfect guards, the damage and flippers. Very important for this deck for how much you counterblast. 4 Steam Breath Dragons, so 4 of your Stride Enablers. 3 of your Apex Standing Gear Wolf, so still 3 of these guys. And then 3 Steam Fighter Ur-ningin, your new card. What he does is once per turn, Generation Break 1. When your opponent's rearguard is put into his or her deck due to an effect of one of your cards, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Chronojet and its card name, you can unflip 1 damage. So the big reason I'm playing this card and not the other card is because this guy's really no cost, and you're always going to be on Chronojet. Like, you're never not going to be on Chronojet, which is really nice as well because it helps Glimmer Breath, you know, always be able to be active. But yeah, so you're always going to be on Chronojet. The only way you won't is if you grade locked, but then you can just, you know, fix that with the skill that helps you not get grade locked, right? I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, but yeah, just a really solid card. He's no cost at all. It lets you be more flexible with Glimmer Breath and just use him when you want, kind of thing. And yeah, he's just a free cost. You just have to clock something and you unflip something. It's total free cost, and it's definitely a lot better. And then moving on to our triggers, we have 4 Steam Fighter Lugalbanda and 4 Throbbing Worker, so 8 crit. 4 Steam Knight Shu Sin, so 4 draw, and 4 Steam Maiden Uluru, so 4 heal. Standard trigger lineup, 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. 8 draw, that's kind of crazy. I remember that used to be a thing. Anyways, moving on to our Stride units, we have 4 Chronodragon Nextage. What he does is Generation Break 2, counterblast 1 and choose a face down card named Chronojet Nextage from your G zone. Turn it face up. Choose 3 cards from your hand. Discard them. At the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If you have a hard card with Chronojet Dragon in its card name, you repay the cost. If you do, put this here into your G zone. Face up. Choose 1 of your Vanguards and stand it. Okay, so you definitely want to play 4. He's really strong, almost as strong as the restanding Stride units, if not as strong as them. One or the other, but he's just really good because, unlike the other Stride units, he goes into Chronojet, and you have to swing with him first, and you can guard with whatever you want, but then it goes into Chronojet, and Chronojet has that glory effect, plus the 5k, which is part of glory, sorry. But Chronojet has that glory effect, which is really scary. So the best thing basically to do is have this unit attack by itself, and then have your boosting unit boost Chronojet. And it really threatens out a lot on your opponent, because that means they know they can't guard. They have to guard with all the grade 0s and everything, so they're gonna have to throw down. If they don't have a perfect guard, they have to throw down tons of other stuff. And on top of the fact, you still have Ishin, who's really, really good as well with the Silent Tom effect. But yeah, it's just a really strong card. You know, comboing like that, where it's coming for a large number, and then it goes into Chronojet, which is coming for a pretty big number. Not a huge number like Stride, but it has that glory empowered effect, and it's just crazy. So yeah, really, really strong card because of that. It's definitely a better card for ending the game than the other card is, which is why you want to play 4 of these to make sure, you know, you end off that game. Anyways, moving on, we have 2 Interdimensional Dragon, Ragnaclock Dragon. So as I said, you want 4 of Chrono Dragons to end off the game. So Ragnarok doesn't. You don't overly need too many of them. You just need to play 2. You know, use him to pressure earlier on when your opponent has, if your opponent has like, you know, not a whole ton of damage. Just pressure with that Silent Tom crit effect. It's obviously not very, very good for late game because your opponent can deal with it. But earlier on, it's, well, your opponent can deal with it at any time. But early on, it's definitely gives more of an impact. So you really only need 2 of them because of that. And then we have 1 Faterider Dragon and 1 Lost Age Dragon. So, you know, depending on what you need, you ride one or the other. So just 1 of each. They're both really good cards. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me in this deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to check out the deck list. It'll be in the description below. Let me know what you think. And that's about it. See you guys next time. If you guys want to see more videos from me, on the left, there are Let's Play videos. So you can go and check those out. And if you guys aren't up for that, on the right, there are Cardfight Vanguard videos, so you can go and check that out. And if you're still not up for those, I have Super Smash Bros, Pokemon, and a Versus series on my channel, so you can go to my channel and check that out. Also, down below is my review channel, where I do reviews, countdowns, game chats, which is like a podcast, and more. And don't forget to check out my Twitter, Facebook, and Skype, all listed at the top there. That is all. Hope you guys enjoy.